Hey guys, it's Ty, aka Timberlands, and I am back with another pregnancy vlog. Again, I'm only wearing the same clothes because I'm recording multiple videos in the same day, so stick around to see the rest. For this video, I'm going to talk about pregnancy symptoms, food aversion, appetite, midwifery, and prenatal vitamins. So I'll start with pregnancy symptoms up until like my second trimester, and I'll kind of like end there because I'm gonna save that for the next video. So I definitely have experienced many different types of pregnancy symptoms at this point. Like I said in the last video, nausea is the most apparent and the most consistent one. And I've had like hold on, let me mute my computer real quick. I've had, let's see, what haven't I had? I've had really intense fatigue, food aversion, nausea, motion sickness, something real new to me because I usually never get anything like that. I've had dry skin, and what else? And a little bit of breaking out. It hasn't really been that extreme, but I have had a little bit of breakout on my face. I haven't had any like discoloration or anything like that, but I have had like breakouts here and there. I'm really just rolling with the punches on the rest of those because honestly the nausea and food aversion is like at the forefront. So I try not to really harp on the rest of those things happening. I'm just kind of dealing with it as it comes. But the food aversion has been really intense for me as well, and that probably goes hand in hand with being nauseated all the time. But I'm sad about it because the top two things that I love to eat the most are the things that I can't eat anymore. And so anyone who knows me knows I love seafood and I love Alfredo pasta, and I have not touched those two things the majority, like pretty much since the beginning of the pregnancy when the food aversion started to kick in. So for me, when it comes to eating, before the first trimester ended, I just really had to eat what my body wanted at the time. And that can be a catch-22 because you do want to eat healthy during pregnancy, but at the same time, like if like for me, if my body is rejecting it, I'm not going to keep it down. Like, and I wouldn't keep it down, but for the most part, I can't even get close enough like to it, like to smell it before getting sick. So I pretty much just ate what I could and try to get any type of caloric intake that I was able to. But that my appetite was also just really small as well. So it was just like I would get full really fast, and then trying to eat anything beyond that was just really not happening. So one thing that I do suggest that did kind of help me a little bit was trying to snack versus trying to eat full-blown meals, because I realized that was also making me pretty sick. So if you're struggling with that, I would definitely suggest snacking throughout the day. And if you can eat a meal, do that. But if not, snacking is the way to go, and stay hydrated. As far as like dry skin, I'm still dealing with that. I mean, it's gonna be trial and error because that's kind of something hard to fix. But the dry skin is definitely there. And then like I said, everything else has been like the breakouts, they come and go, which I'm assuming is normal. So I don't really freak out about that too much. But yeah, I can't remember if I mentioned this in the first video, but I'm gonna spend more time talking about it in this particular video, and that is midwifery. So I am going the midwife route versus the traditional OBGYN route. and giving birth at a hospital. I will be giving birth at a birth center that is owned by midwives. And I can just say so far, my experience has been very, very pleasant, and it has helped keep me calm throughout this process. So I'm going to be having a water birth, which I'm weirdly excited about. I don't know if anybody gets excited about like labor and delivery, but I'm excited that I get to take that route, because before getting pregnant, that was something I had always wanted to do for my pregnancies. So I will be having a water birth at the birthing center with my midwife. From my experience, and also from what I've heard, with OBGYNs, you don't really get that much time with your OBGYN for appointments. And that's one reason I love having a midwife, because I typically get to stay with her for like an hour plus. So my appointments are very long, and she uses that time to be very informative and share information with me that's going to help me, especially since right now in pregnancy, I only see her once a month. I love that she's so available. So I have her phone number, my partner has her phone number, and she's available 24/7. Now, of course, I do, I'm not going to be messaging her at 3 a.m. Of course, unless I'm giving birth like weeks and months from now. But she is available all the time, and that's also very comforting, because if I have a question, I can ask her versus going to Google. So that's something that's very comforting to me. And she responds like super fast. Like she's wonderful. And my experience so far has been really, really great. And I just like that whenever I'm having any type of issues, like whether it's like imbalances, like pH imbalances, or breakouts or nausea, like she tries to help me find ways to cope without like trying to like send me straight to the medication. I really appreciate that, because I don't like taking medicine for anything. So I do like that she tries to help me find ways to cope and use natural things to help. And it's just been really great. I get to see her again next weekend, so I will be updating you guys on that as well. Prenatal vitamins. I have struggled with that pretty much the entire time. So I've tried 3 or 4 different prenatal vitamins. The one that I'm taking now, it's just like, it's gross. It doesn't taste good, and it's hard to go down. And so that's why I struggle with taking it, because there's definitely an aversion to taking it, because it's not good stuff. I tried to get some of the gummies. The downside with the gummies is that in most of these prenatal vitamins, if you get like the full one, there's like fish oils and stuff in there. One of them, like, you can taste like the fishiness in the fish oil, and it's just not good. There's another issue with those, in that most prenatal gummies don't have iron in it, and iron is very crucial for pregnant women. So the ones that do have iron in it taste like blood, and that's also really not good. And then the last prenatal vitamin I had was like the women's health or something. I don't remember what it was called, but it's just huge. So I only took like 5 of those before I had to stop, because the last time I took it, it made me throw up very violently. TMI. So yeah, that's been a constant struggle for me, but I'll post the ones that I use currently in the description. So if you want to try those, like, so far it's been the mildest I've been able to find, but prenatal vitamins is definitely like, it's trial and error with those too. So I would suggest, if you struggle with nausea and food aversion, and particularly swallowing pills. Just try to do as much research on prenatals as you can. It is important that you do take them, but you don't want to take something that also makes you sick. So, but the next video we'll be talking about the reveal and my most current update and how far along I am now. And I have to keep saying this, I'm going to be having the same clothes on for that video, so just bear with me. And I'll see you guys next time.